Guys, hello and welcome. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Jalasar Classes. Today, we are going to talk about optimizing the cost in SAP BTP integration suite. So let me first start with the problem statement. See, many enterprise uh, implements SAP BTP, keeping in mind that this will lower their overall cost, as this is a pay-as-you-go uh, model of the costing. So you have to pay only for the users, and probably some of enterprise uh, migrated from SAP PIPO to CPI, keeping in mind that the heavy license fee they were paying earlier, they don't have to pay here for in SAP BTP. But over the time, means it they seen that most of the company end up paying more than SAP PIPO or mm, because they have not optimized their cost for the SAP BTP integration suite. So what are the guidelines? What can we do? So in this video, I'm going to talk about these things only. So what we will cover: the root cause of the integration, then governance and monitoring, giving visibility and control. Third is design and optimization, building cost efficient integrations, and environment management, controlling non-production costs. And then commercial model, we will discuss about commercial model, and summary and action plan. So let me start with the root cause. So understanding the problem is the first stage in order to optimize your SAP BTP costs. It has been seen that most of the company pay more than 30% of their actual usage in SAP BTP. And what are the root cause of doing that? First is unmonitored message volume, the primary cost driver. You uncheck dev test traffic and active but not unused iflows consume message. So there are some iflows and there are some messages which are actually not used, but still you are paying for that because means your transaction is happening continuously. Second is inefficient integration design. So maybe your architect hasn't designed it wisely, your integrations. So that's why you are using in the paying more cost. Second is the third is overuse of premium adapters. So there are premium adapters available, and you are using it and paying it more. But there are alternate of that STP calls or SOAP or anything is they are not premium. You don't have to pay that, and you can use that. But because you're at the time of implementation, you chosen the paid version of your adapters, and you are ending up paying more to that. So these are the main causes. Then 24/7 non-production environment. They went use systems running constantly, burning message volumes. So production, I understand that production should be up and running for 24/7. But did you actually need your dev and QA systems 24/7? So if you don't need, you can shut down them and you for the time being, and then you can control that, control your cost. Then you have poor data handling, transferring full payloads instead of data large and compressed files. So these are the main root cause of enterprises paying more costs in SAP BTP. So what are the strategy you in order to control your cost for SAP BTP what strategies you can do. First is governance and monitoring. Gain visibility. Leverage your IS monitoring integrations with monitoring dashboard. Liberally filter the message, time, flows, and status, identifying top consumers. You have to understand that which uh, are the top consumers, which messages are consuming more money and burning it. So, second is implementing mandatory tagging. Action: enforce tags, cost center on all IPOs for all clear cost attributions. With this action, we will able to categorize which system or which functions is getting consuming more and more BTP messages, and that is costing. The second is set budget and alert rules. Configure alert rules for unexpected spikes in the message volume of our adapter. So sometimes it happens that your third party systems it bombarding the messages which is not uh, mm, actually useful, or you can say that if the system is down, you are trying n number of times, which is ending up you paying more and there is no use of it. So then establish a decommissioning process. Deactivate and archive iFlows for the retired projects or interfaces. The iFlows which are not in use, actually you could decommission it. Now we will talk about design and optimization. So as a design of an integration, your integration should be clean, lean and efficient. So first is that write resources, use API element for API proxying, use event mesh for event driven scenarios, use cloud integration for complex orchestrations. Choose your adapters wisely. Prefer standard or so, but prefer standard adapters rather than premium ones wherever it is possible. Third is optimizing delta transfer. Whenever it's possible, use delta data rather than sending the full load. Um, so compress the large files and payloads. So these are very intelligent strategies which can save you so much money. Why to load always full data? You can always use a data part of data in order to synchronize your data. So, and then optimize mapping logic. Use graphical mapping over heavy FSLT or JSON for better or proper performance. So whenever you are designing, you can always check the cost, what time and it is taking uh, in the SAP BTP integration design. So use that and see that which is actually mm, better for the better performance, whether the accessibility is good or message mapping, graphical mapping is good. Then strategy and environment management. Stop the bleeding in non-production. So as I told earlier that for the dev and QA, you can choose wisely, and for the non-productive hours, you don't have to make up and running dev and QA. So you can actually make it down, deactivate development and QA outflows during nights and weekends, or you can make those environment downs. So how can you do that? Use the operations API with a scheduler, that is to automate it. Free tier, there is free tier available, and there is trial resources are also available for all your POCs. You can actually use free tiers or trial resources rather than using your paid tier or paid tier for that. So these can actually help you for all your POC work if you use free tier or trial resources. you can actually save your data, save your costs in the SAP BTP. Again, means what commercial model you choose for SAP BTP, it's a very important decision. So there are two commercial models available: standard and enterprise. Perhaps only needing cloud integration capabilities you can use, and avoid paying unused API management for event mesh. So for API management or event mesh, if those are not used in your environment, you don't need to buy that. Then you have enterprise project needing full suite like CI, APIM, event mesh. Those things, the platform free peer groups of bundled message volume aim to stay with this bundle. So according to your usage, you have to choose your plan. Maybe you have subscribed for the enterprise plan, but you don't need it. There is no or very little use of API management or event mesh or any other capabilities that is there in the SAP BTP. So why are you paying for those? You can actually optimize your cost there. So what are the summary and quick action plans? So first is immediate. You start monitoring your dashboard, analyze the last month's top 5 iFlows, which are consuming more messages. Then ongoing activity, ask this is the most lightweight design. Can we use a delta? You have to ask these questions in order to optimize your cost. So identify and schedule shutdown for all dev and QA flows. Now run a cleanup. Identify the schedule shutdowns for all dev and QA flows. Run a cleanup campaign to decommission unused iFlows. Review the consumption of your package and bundle volume. Reassess package fit. These are the quick action plan you can use to in order to optimize your SAP BTP cost. So guys, thank you, and I request you to please subscribe my channel, and if you want your SAP BTP system to be audited for the cost optimization, you can contact us. You can comment us in our comment box, and we will connect you web. Please like and subscribe my channel, and please do comment if you need a free BTP audit for your organization, for your BTP environment. Thank you.